All right. We are about to do 3 things in one video. So hopefully this is working. It's on YouTube. All right. All right. There it is. Okay, so we got us on there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and break down this template. I already showed you how to design this in 231. It's a 5-minute template. Literally, it only takes you 5 minutes to redesign this. Now, what we're going to do with that 5-minute template is we're going to turn that 5-minute template hopefully into at least $500. So instead of one t-shirt, one $50 t-shirt, we want to turn this into $500, maybe even $5,000 by the time you're done using this Automizer and upselling your client. And then we're going to take these images and use them for our Shopify store banners and assets so that we can update our Shopify store. If you're ready, say you're ready. And even if you ain't ready, here it goes. All right. We're going to go ahead and take the foreground image here. I'm going to turn off the eyeball, turn it back on so that I know where the foreground is. I'm right-clicking, quick export as PNG. And then inside of my 231 folder, I'm going to create a folder called 231 PNGs. Okay. Now there I will place my foreground. And I will also do the same thing for my background here. If you want to know what the background is, there it is. Let's right click, quick export as PNG for my background. And then I'm going to hit view large icons here so that I can always see my previews when they come up. There it is. So I have foreground and background. So that's 2 things there. And sometimes I want the foreground without all the extra stuff. So I want to go ahead and find those individual pieces. And what I'm going to do here is right click on the word game on. In this particular section here, I'm going to have to get to one of my individual game ons in order to get to the main folder level. And if you turn off the eyeball, turn it back on, you'll know exactly what you're going to take out. So I'm going to right click on the folder name game on and quick export that as a PNG and just let it stay as game on. Then I'm going to close that folder, turn that off. Go to my logo here, right click, quick export as PNG. So now I have my logo. That's 4 elements right there. Okay, I'll turn off the logo. And now I'm going to grab the foreground with this background text here for the school, plus the image. So now my foreground, I'm going to quick export as PNG, but this time I'm going to put a -2 at the end because it's a little bit different than my first foreground. Okay, then my main foreground. So I put that one as -2. Then what I'm going to do is turn off the school initials. Okay, so I turn off that whole layer for the school initials. And then I'm going to export the foreground again, just as it is without the school initials. So I'll quick export that as PNG. Let's go ahead and hit save there. Oh, I lied. I was supposed to put a 3 at the end because this is my 3rd version. Okay, so that's going to be number 3. All right, and for that, I have all of the elements that I really need there. And I'm just going to check my folder and see if I have everything. So inside of my 231 folder, I have my 231 PNGs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that I can use interchangeably to create a new design. And this is really all that I need for the Automizer and all that I need to create variations of this design. Okay, so let's go ahead now. We can close out of 231. I'm going to hit yes to save my changes, but I'm going to go ahead and bring my layers back just so when I open this up, I'm not like, where did that go? Okay, so I'll bring my other pieces back. And we can close out of this, say yes to save changes. And now you're going to open up the Innate Genius Mega Mockup Automizer. And let me show you which file you're going to get for that. With the Innate Genius Mega Mockup Automizer, you're going to have a folder for links, and then you're going to have the main, what I call stage. You want to right click on this and go open with, and tell it to open it with Photoshop, okay? sometimes it'll automatically open in some other program and you don't want that. That's your way to get it to open in Photoshop, or you can go file, open, and go find the file folder. Okay, so now that it's open, I have my opportunity to update these images. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to double click on my lunch tote here. And then I'm going to double click on the artwork here. And I have a foreground and background. Now, what you're probably going to have to do is when you come into this, if you see a caution symbol, that caution symbol means that that particular element needs to be updated because it's not sure if it's been changed since the last time. So what I'm going to do, just so that you see that, I'm going to literally extract the one that I have here. So I'll get rid of my previous one, just so y'all can see this in full effect. I'm going to right click and then extract all, because you never want to work within the zipped file. It'll look like this more than likely. And then I'm going to hit extract. It may take a little bit, but this is a mini Automizer. So it only has about 5 products on it. And those 5 products are the mockups, the design files that are editable, and also the printable files. So basically you have a one-stop shop for design and mockup. All right. All right, so now I can show you from scratch where you would go. So we right click on this image. It's a TIFF. So if you cannot see it, then you just go to view and tell it that you want to view the large icons. So right click, open with Photoshop. That's how you train your system to know which program to open that with. All right, so this is a mini Automizer. It has some related products. And as you can see, because I unzipped it, it automatically is questioning whether these links have been updated. So what we're going to do is right click, go to update all modified content. And where you right click matters. If you right click on the image, you're not going to get the options. You have to right click on the gray space or where the words are for that layer. And then you can update all modified content. If you don't hit all modified content, then you will have to individually update each one. If you hit all, it does it all at one time. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and update the content, and then I'm going to go into the mock-up of the lunch tote. I see again, there's an exclamation point. I'm going to right click, update all modified content, double click and go into it. And this is where the actual artwork lives. So I'm going to right click and update all modified content here. And you'll see how with those 6 simple pieces that we pulled from our design, how we're going to be able to design in the Automizer here. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and double click here. We're going to change out the foreground artwork. I have this image now, but I'm going to go File, Place Embedded. And I'm going to look for my 231 folder, which is here. And I'm going specifically inside of my PNG folder. Okay, I don't want anything that's not PNG because it will basically be a bigger file than it needs to be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my foreground image, just my regular foreground image, not 2 or 3. And it's going to replace right on top of this. I can turn off my original one, and I'm going to size it a little bit bigger here. And then if I want to, I can delete my previous image and say yes to save. All right, and you see that automatically it propagates that design change. And I'm going to do the same thing to the background. Double click on the thumbnail so I can change it. Go to File, Place Embedded. And I'm going to put my new background there. Hit Enter to lock in transformation. Delete the other background. And hit Yes to save. And this thing takes longer to save sometimes than it does to do the actual artwork, because that's done. Let's hit yes and let's save this variation of the artwork. And now that propagates onto the mock-up of the tumbler. We'll close out again, hit yes to save. And now that should update on my stage here. And I'm going to move on to the tumbler. So we have the little 12-ounce kids tumbler here. We'll double click there. Same thing here. We'll update all modified content. Double click on the image. Right click anywhere where we see the exclamation, update all modified content. Now I don't even have to go back into the foreground and background. It's going to automatically update based on the changes that we've already made. Look at that, ready to roll. And if I want to, for my background here, I want to see a little more of the orange. So I'm just going to bring this background down a little bit so I experience a little more of that orange there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close out and hit yes to save. And there's my tumbler, close out again. And you know what I should have done while I was in this? Let me go ahead and open this. I'm going to show you when you're in this mode, you can go ahead and do save this as your product. So I know this may be a little extra step here, but if you do it now, you won't have to open this up again. So if I go to File and I want to export this, I'm going to quick export as a PNG. All right. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put it here in this folder and I'll show you where we're going to put it next. So that's my lunch tote. Okay. While I'm there, then I don't have to open that up again. There's my tumbler. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saving it here and I'm not doing a quick export as PNG from the Automizer, is because I wanted to maintain this square. If you don't maintain this square here, it will look funky and janky on your Shopify store because you have some skinny things, some wide things, some tall things, and you may have some square things, but it would look a mess. So if you always want it to look neat, keep the file as a square and then place your image where it fits inside of a square. Okay, that is my big tip for you to make your Shopify store look nice and neat. Let's go ahead and again, we'll do export, quick export as PNG. I'm just going to go ahead and save that as my tumbler inside of 231. Okay. And then same thing here. I'm going to double click on my socks. Now this time I am going to not quick export, update all modified content. This one, I'm not going to put the main foreground image here because I don't want the words on there. I just really want the image. So for this one, when I double click on it, I'm still going to update all modified content, but where the photo is, I'm going to double click on that one and I'm going to put my foreground number 3 there. Okay. So for this one, instead of the photo, I'm going to do File, Place Embedded. And I'm going to place my foreground number 3 because it has no words anywhere on it. Okay. And where that goes, I'm just going to hit enter, lock in that transformation, delete the one from before, hit yes to save. And for those that were in the Shopify challenge, you all have the Dragon Ball Z kind of kids mock-up, and then we're working on the high school mock-up now for the sports. Okay. So I'll show you that transition. Let's go ahead, hit yes to save. Let's close that out. Those socks, that was your ready to print file. And then this is going to be your mockup file. So let's go ahead and export that. Quick export as PNG. Those are now your socks. Okay, that's 3 products down. Closing that up. And then let's go ahead and go with our all over shirt. Let's double click on the thumbnail, right click, update all modified content. Double click on the design image there. And again, let's update all modified content here. The only thing we have to change here, because we're still using foreground background, we just have to change out this accent image, which is what? Our logo. So let's go File and let's place embedded. And let's find our logo, which we have conveniently already placed in this folder. That's why when I tell y'all to save things, the file naming system, and in the folder that I tell y'all, I promise there's a rhyme to the reason. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close this one out. Hit yes to save, and let's watch that update. Boom, boom. Looks good to me. Now I can close out, hit yes to save. And doing it this way with the PNGs actually makes it save a lot faster because the PNGs are smaller in file size. So this will basically be able to help you move a lot faster with the Automizer. If you design on your template, any template, I'm talking about, you can do 101 all the way up to what are we on, 231 right now. Any of those, you got the same idea. You're going to export these important elements and bring them into the Automizer, and you're going to watch the magic happen. Okay. It's not magic, it's actually genius hard work, but we could call it magic too. All right. So now here, let's go ahead and export. Quick export is PNG. So now we have our product photo for that shirt. Boom, boom. Let's close out, hit yes to save. And now we only have this product to update. Let's double click. Right click, update all modified content. And I'm literally doing this in real time. Y'all probably should speed it up because some of y'all work really, really fast. All right, let's double click here. But you can watch me at 2.0 speed. That's what I do. I watch other people at 2.0 speed. Let's update all modified content again. This time we should not have to change anything because it's only using the foreground in the background. The most I might want to do is, again, like if I wanted to adjust the image so I saw a little bit more of the orange here, I could actually take this background, pull it down a little bit and see more of the orange or more of the field, whichever thing floats my boat or finds my lost remotes. And I am good with that change. Let's hit yes to save as we exit. Boom. And we in there like swimwear. Now let's export. Quick export is PNG. What happens is you get into a habit of this stuff, okay? And then it becomes second nature for you. So now we have our product images for Shopify at the same time we're doing our mock-up images for a customer. Okay. Now, the last item that needs to be updated here is a book bag. Now, I do have a Photoshop version of this book bag, but I'm going to show you how to go onto a third-party website because I'm not making this book bag. There's a supplier that's making it, and I want to make sure that the mock-up that the supplier does represents what is going to be made. So let's go ahead and go to that vendor. And the vendor is Arts Ad, and we're going to go to Create Bags. And I'm going to give you a little tip here. Instead of sorting it by newest, sort it by popular, and you can see what their best sellers are. Okay. I can see that one of the best sellers is this fabric backpack here, diaper bag. That would be really good for baby showers and things of that nature. These duffel bags or travel bags look really good. And then this duffel bag is probably pretty cool too. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the duffel bag because the backpack is pretty much the same. And the backpack we'll use for the kids version. And then for the big kids and the high school, college, and sports, we're going to use a duffel bag because that will get their attention more than a backpack. Okay. So I'm just knowing who my ideal audience is for this particular ad. I'm going to go to new custom lab. You do have to have an account set up in order to go into their custom designer. So go ahead and take a moment to set that up. I'm going to go click here to upload. And I'm going to upload all of my PNGs. Now it makes sense why I put all these in a certain folder and name them the way that I did. So I can start with the background, hold down Shift, and grab all of my 6 pieces there, hit open, and it may take a little second for them to load. The thing that's going to take the most time is the background, but this is still running pretty decent, right? And let's give it a little time for that. And then what we're going to do is the same way we did with the Automizer, we're going to use these pieces in order to design this whole concept of this bag. So I'm going to put the background image on all of them. Now, I want you to understand this. When you put an image on the first piece, it's going to propagate that image to all of the pieces. So if you ever want something only on one side, then what I would suggest that you do is you pretty much go ahead and design the other sides how you want them. Like this one on the side, I may only want the logo on this side, and I can hit fit here and it'll make it a little bit smaller, right? So I'm going to make this fit inside of the circle. I don't want that cut off there. So maybe here, and it'll lock it to the center. You'll see the center lines. Maybe on one side of the bag, I want that. And then on the other side of the bag, oh, you know what? It doesn't even give us the full side over here. it just gives us that little top. That's not even worth it. It's making me feel like we're going to design the whole side over there. It's going to keep it black down there. So really, it's not much that you're going to be able to do with this other than maybe put a tiny little logo up here. But for that, I wouldn't even worry about it. I would just leave it alone. Okay. So I would focus on the front of the bag here. If I want my players on there, then I would, because I have very little space here, I'm not going to put the one with the words. I'm just going to put my players there. Okay. And then I can pull this down in size to make it fit. And actually this one, I might make it larger and just kind of let it cut off a couple of my players in a little bit of space. This is just AI art. It's not like a specific player. So I think this will work just fine. All right, perfect. And then here I might want my logo on top. Do you see the point of splitting up your pieces so that not everything is just solely your foreground piece? All right, so doing that. If I don't want something cut off, do not get close to the edges. If you don't want something cut off, do not get close to the edges. That's called a seam allowance. It's almost guaranteed that it's going to get cut off if you put something close to by there. Okay, so that looks good to me. I'm going to check the other side. And of course, it made my logo all extra big. I'm going to hit fit there. And then I'm going to reduce the size of my logo here. Okay, and you can also, let's say I did something on one side and I want it to go to another side. I can click on that and tell it to copy it to side number 2. And it would copy it the exact same size to side number 2. Okay. It might not be the same placement because the pieces are in different locations, but it does do that. Same thing with the background here. Let's say my background is a little bit different size, or my foreground is a different size. I can click on that foreground, copy to, and tell it side 2. And now my image on side 1 and side 2 is the same size. I just may have to play with the placement. All right. And then of course, I don't want that logo in his face. All right, that looks good to me. On the sides, nothing is really happening. I kind of like the graphic element on the side there. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave that. I think that looks really cool because you kind of see the horns there. See, I didn't even try to do that. I want to see more horn. There it is. Cool. So it looks abstract, but it means something. All right, so I will leave that alone, because I'm only really going to show the mock-up for the front side of the bag, but I want to be able to see what's going on here too. So what I might do for the other sides is just clearly take off all that other stuff and just let it be the sky there. I like that. Clear off the other stuff and just let it be the sky. All right, I'm liking that. All right, now when I'm done, I'm going to hit save design. And I'm going to say this is my 231. And let me say this is VHS because I know this is my VHS design. And it's template number 231. So I can always go back. If I ever forget what I used to design this, I know this, my Innate Academy 231 template. If I just had to recreate it or revisit it, I know what it is. So that's why I number the templates, y'all, to make it easy for you all. Now, once I have saved it, you have the option right here to download it. So now I can download the preview images. So now it's going to preview how ArtsAd would have it preview. The reason why you want to do this is because if anything looks different than what ArtsAd puts, then ArtsAd has to answer for that. If you make a mock-up and then your mock-up looks like totally different than the scale and the placement of what ArtsAd has, now you have to contend with that. So this is why I tell you for products that you're going to have made from a third party, design it over here. If you're making your stuff, do it in the Automizer. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it I want to see the large icon so I can see what's going on here. These are JPEGs, but they have yet to generate. So I'm going to go inside my downloads and extract all so that I can unzip them. All right. And here, large icons, I can see my bag. I can choose which one that I want to go inside of. And I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think I'm going to go with the first one. Usually the first one is the main or the main view. So it's going to be your best view, image number one. And then what I'll do is I'll go to remove.bg because Photoshop be tripping with removing some of these background things, and I don't have time. What I do is I have a subscription in Remove BG, and then I will upload a whole bunch of files at one time, and it will take all the background out and put it in a folder in seconds. Okay. Let's see. I have to go to my downloads now because that's where that one went. And in this folder, view, large icons, I'm going to go with the first image here. Let's see. It did not let me do it. What's going on here? May it cancel. Oh, you know why? Probably because I should have just dropped it from here. There we go. All right. Okay. And before Photoshop was having trouble getting that little white out of here, you see this had no problem. I'm only doing a preview image because I don't want to waste my credit on this one. So I'm just doing a preview image, and I'm going to again put it inside of my 231 PNG folder. Boom, boom. Then I go back to Photoshop, and instead of the backpack now, I'm going to turn off the eyeball for the backpack, go to my folder that has my 231 PNGs. Okay. And there's my bag. I'm going to drag and drop it onto my stage, and I'm going to make it like the scale that it probably would be around this other stuff. That's a shoulder strap. So if I put it on that shoulder, that looks about right. And there we go. Okay, so it's going to sit up there on the shelf just like that. And that's it, y'all. Okay, that was part two. Part one was pulling out the designs. Part two was pulling it into the Automizer, and part three is going to be putting it into our Shopify banners. So this is a collection, right? We can call this the back to school collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this entire thing and go file, export. We can quick export as PNG. Okay, and then we're going to export this entire PNG here. All right, now we've already gotten our, oh, you know what I didn't get? I didn't get my individual here, and this automatically saves it in a square, which is cool. And what I'm going to do is file, and we're going to again export, quick export as PNG, so it exports the artboard too. And I'm going to save this as what ArtSat says it is, just for my purpose. Or, no, I won't, because then my customer will find out what it is. So let's just call this, this will be the duffel bag. Okay. There we go. I can close out of this. And now from this mega mockup, innate genius, mega mockup Automizer. Now I'm able to come over here to my collection. Okay. And for the collection, I have a spirit gear collection. So this might be, I'll turn off the eyeball here. And if I want the background to be transparent, then what I would do is I'll go back to the Automizer. And if I want only the items and not the background, then what I would do is I would click here on back to school, right click, quick export as PNG, and I'm going to have my back to school version where it's going to have all of these items all stuck together like a collection. Okay. All right. And then what I can do is file. I make sure that I'm on my collection here. Okay. File, place embedded, and then I can place embedded my back to school image. Boom, just like that. Okay. And it's ready. It is. Now, I want to pull this to where the other images are. So now Instead of it saying spirit gear, I might call it back to school, but I actually like the whole spirit gear. So I'm going to leave this one as spirit gear. But if you want to change any of the text, you can come here to where it says collection 1 through 3. It has the word spirit there. I'm going to pull this out so you can see the names of the, come on, buddy. Okay. So now you can see the names of the text there. We have spirit gear, kids parties, and back to school. That's what we worked on during the Shopify challenge, y'all. We getting ready, y'all. It shouldn't be graduation is the only time where you're staying booked and busy. This school season, the way that we set things up in the Shopify challenge, I bet not hear y'all having a drought for back to school. Okay. We planned this. We have a strategy that's going to take you to the top this season, and graduation season is going to be even more of an uproar because of the planning that you're doing right here at the back to school season. I'm just letting y'all know right now, make sure you have your teams together because you're about to blow up. All right, so that was my collection. If I want to change the text here, all I would do is right click on the word spirit, grab the word spirit, double click on the T, and I could literally just start typing over this, okay? So maybe instead of spirit gear, maybe I'm going to put team gear for this one. How about that? So this one will say team gear. And what I'm going to do, because I'm going to keep team gear, I'm going to keep spirit gear, and then I'm going to duplicate the group and make one called team gear. Okay, so then that way I have a difference there. So I'll double click on the T for spirit, and then I'll put team. Okay, and if I wanted to change the word gear, I might put team packs. So maybe I have spirit gear and team packs, or spirit packs and team gear, whatever you want to put, whatever floats your boat will find your lost remote. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close that up because I don't like a lot of my cabinets open. I tend to bump my head when I have cabinet doors open. So I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and close it up, keep it neat and clean until I need to get to it. And now my collection is done. What I'm going to do is right click, go to my collection, and see how it goes to the very top layer of it. I'm going to right click. I'm going to quick export as PNG, and I'm going to call this collection dash, you got it, team packs. So whatever I named it, team packs. Okay. All right. So now that is what my collection is named. I could go ahead and do this, all these different collections, and have all my collections lined up. You also have the option to change the colors here. So let's say for my team packs, I wanted to change the bottom color from the orange to the blue. And then maybe I wanted my background color back here. Maybe I want that to be orange instead of blue. Or you can choose to go with the gray here. You can choose black or white, whatever makes you happy. Okay, that's it. Choose what makes you happy. Okay, and for here, the reason why I want to go contrast down here, so I do want to maintain my blue up top and my orange at the bottom. So I can kind of keep that contrast here, right? And that's going to be my collection. All right, collection is done. Now I'm going to come over here to my banner, and I'm going to close this up just a little bit because it's taking up a lot of real estate. And I want you to be able to see what I'm working on. Matter of fact, I'll close this up here because we don't need these swatches right now. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and change up our image here for back to school. First of all, you have the football field back here. That's done on purpose, but you can also go with the elephant print if you want, and it has a little wavy pattern down there, but we're going to stick with the football field because we did the elephant print for the kids back to school version. Okay, and then if you want to, you can recolor this based on your colors here too. So let's see what blend mode. I'm on normal here, and I have a little gradient down here that's recoloring the bottom of the field. So you can change the color of that gradient if you want. You can make it all pretty much darken out, make it kind of like a black overlay, so it doesn't give too much attention to it, or you can cut the gradient off altogether and you can just show the field back there. Okay. So I want a little bit more light, field a little bit lower. And I think that looks good. I'm actually going to leave on the blackout because I really want the foreground image to stand out here. Okay, okay. Now, again, we saved earlier our smart color 1 and 2, but I'm going to show you how to change that out. So if you double click on smart color 1, hopefully, I just said we weren't going to use our swatches and now I need them. Hopefully you saved your colors, okay? And I told you, if you're using high school, save it as Jacksonville High Blue, Jacksonville High Yellow. That way you can come back and use these colors over and over again. So I'm going to, if I click on one of the swatches, it'll automatically change the colors, but I'm going to keep mine blue and orange. And when I close out, it's going to ask me to save. We'll say yes. And if you change the colors, it automatically propagates those colors everywhere that you had the teal would turn to the dark blue, etc. Okay, so that's just if you're changing those colors up, or if you're changing it to match your brand colors for your website, then you want to know what your hex colors are for your brand. All right, all right. So simple stuff here. We're going to go ahead and change out the all over shirt here. Okay. And then what's going to happen is I'm just using this for a banner, so I don't need this huge image here. Let's do the whole file, place embedded. I'm going to go back to my 231 PNG folder. I'm going to grab my PNG version of the all over shirt. It should make it whatever size it is, regardless of how big this image is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rasterize this just to make sure it stays small. Okay. Now when I hit save, it should literally take like 2 minutes. I mean, 2 seconds to save. Okay, that took a lot less time, but I will tell you it's going to be completely grainy, okay? But that's okay because this is a mock-up for a store banner. It only has to be 72 DPI, and I forget how many pixels wide. This is maybe like 1080 by 360 or something. All right, so that was one, and now I'm going to do the DTF version of it. Same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and make this. I'm going to rasterize this layer, turn it into a smart object. I should have done that anyway, just to make the file smaller. So for those of you with this file, I'm going to replace this file just so it is smaller for you too. All right, place embedded. And what I need to do is make a PNG version of my 13 by 19 shirt because that's the TIFF. My PNG. I want to be able to print that from my DTF printer or sublimation printer. So I go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG, and then that will be my printable. Okay, I should be able to save it as exactly the same name, just as a PNG file extension. Okay, and here, you'll see how pixelated that is because it's so small on that banner. Let's go File and Place Embedded. And I'm looking for my PNG. Hit Enter, delete, and I'm going to rasterize this layer so it's going to take up as little space as possible. All right. Oh, okay. Now what I can do is I can change out the colors here. So if I want the hoodie to be one of the team colors here, I can make the hoodie maybe teal. And we'll zoom in here a little bit. And this is like a puff print. I'm going to show y'all in a little bit that this is a puff print. It's really hard to see it on this mock-up here, but I'll show you on the larger mock-up what it is. So let's say this shirt here, we can do maybe the orange. And then that way it gives your people some understanding. Okay, we could do black shirts with DTF. We could do all over sublimation. We can do the matching shirts and the joggers, or shirts and the shorts with the left chest logo or the full chest logo. Now that is an easy sell. easy sell. Okay. And then what I'll do, I already showed you all how to do the collection, but just so you have that for yourselves, I'm going to add my collection here. So let's do file, place embedded. And I'm going to grab the back to school collection. So y'all will have it in your pack too. Okay. So I'll re-upload the banners for you all. So y'all have all of this stuff in there. Okay. Now here is an Easter egg for you. Okay. I think you're going to love this. If you are in the Shopify challenge, you get this file. You're going to go to your Shopify assets. I have a folder for you called Screen Print Design. If you open that up, it is a full 12 by 12 size that previews as a puff print. So what I want you to do, instead of doing flat screen print, okay, so if I turn it off, that's the flat screen print. But I want you all to market yourselves like, hey, I know you can get those flat screen prints from anywhere, but we're offering to do the puff print. And I'm going to do a whole boot camp. I'll, tell y'all at the end all the boot camps that we're going to do. But I'll do a whole boot camp on showing you how to prep your files for screen print, how it's different from sublimation. And of course, that's what's mocked up here. This is going to be screen print, and this is going to be your puff print here. Okay. So that's it, y'all. Oh, let me show you how to save this banner here. Right click. Let's go to the word banner. Okay. And it's going to take us right here. And we're going to right click. Quick export as PNG. And let me see. Do I want to change anything about this background? I think I do. I want to take the background instead of the blue color. I want to black it out. Yeah, I think I want that blacked out so it can focus more on the uniforms there, or the teamwear. Okay. And then let me close that down just a little bit. You're in my way, sir. Boom, there it is. All right, so again, I'm going to right click here, go to the word banner, right click, and quick export as PNG. And I'm going to name this one banner dash, and this is my spirit pack. Okay. All right, so now I have a banner, I have my collection, and then I also have the individual products ready to go up on the Shopify store. Sounds easy. And we already showed you all, we got the videos on the background where Coach Nalcha showed you how to add them from scratch. So you can build your Shopify store from scratch. And then what I'll do is I'll actually pull up a couple now. Somebody asked me earlier to audit their store. If you're still here in the on the Zoom side, let me know if you still want me to audit your store. I'll take a look at a couple stores right now. But what I want to do is show y'all, boom, how that looks mocked up on the shirt, so you can really show people what puff can do. And then if you don't want to show them that, then of course you can turn off the puff and make it a flat file. Okay. All right, so that's in that folder for you, and that's ready to go. All right. So of course you would change out these swatch colors if you want to match your brand or a different team, and then their clothing will change as well as the image on the collections and on the banner. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And what I'll do is I'll show you what this looks like as a collection with the alternate images that we've already done. And I think I want to make that image a little bit bigger, even if it kind of goes off the side a little bit. Yeah, I want to see what's in that package better. Y'all, I don't know if anybody else is teaching y'all how to do all of this, but over here, we've got to stay on the cutting edge. We've got to stay innovative, always innovating and always improving. I want to make sure that you're improving your Shopify stores. That's why I do a challenge every 60 to 90 days, just to make sure that we're keeping fresh with the times and we have new strategies and we're implementing new items in our stores. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and see some of these other sites so I can show you what we're working with. And then I'm logging off for the whole rest of the day, y'all. This is everything that y'all need to do, Shopify Challenge participants, from making your design, making your mock-ups, bundling your mock-ups, making your collection images, making your banners, and then y'all know now how to upload these into your Shopify store, create your listings, use AI in order to write your descriptions for your listing, do your pricing, do your variations, and so you have your Shopify store, you have it launched. The only thing you need to do right now is market. And we even talked about marketing tactics, and a lot of what y'all are doing is going to be marketing based, this challenge, more than it is design based. So let me know how y'all do. Let me know what success you have. I'm eager to know how many of you have run with the plays that we gave you and are ready to share with us your success. So I already saw some people having some success already. The challenge was not even over. So I'm super, super proud of you all. And I can't wait to hear what it do. All right, so I am just going right now to some of the stores because I just want to click and see. I didn't get to go to all of them, but let's see. So this is Mark. Okay, Mark, yep. This is how it looks. This is what you all got with the first part of it. Now you all have a whole nother banner, a whole nother collection, a whole nother 5 sets of products that you can put in your store. So we did double time this Shopify challenge. Double the products, double the banners, double the collections if you just go ahead and get into it. Okay. That's what it looks like. That's what it does. Okay. Y'all learned how to do your product descriptions using your AI. Let me see. We got the product descriptions in there. Love it, love it. You got your sizes, perfect, ready to go. All right. That's it. That's all, folks. I think we went over everything, even Art said. If I missed anything, y'all, please don't charge it to my heart. I've been going since 10 a.m. publicly, and then since 6 a.m. Getting things ready for this day. And I really, really, really appreciate everybody who gave the same love, the same discipline, the same commitment to this process, including our coaches here at the Academy, because I could not have done this by myself, our customer happiness team, who was on the back end. We have a team, y'all, making sure that you all get the links that you need, that you have the customer service that you deserve, and this is by design. It's on purpose. Okay. All right. So I think that's all. Did I promise y'all anything that I didn't do that I said I was going to do before I get off this live? Anybody in the Zoom room? Was there something I forgot? Because after this, how to show how to bring in a different tumbler. Let me show you really briefly. If you have the full Automizer, the team schedule. So David, the team schedule, I'm going to upload that as a different file. You're going to take the team schedule and you're going to edit the dates and things on it. Okay. And all you're going to do is pull in the background and the foreground from just like you did with all this other stuff. So I'm glad that you said that, because I do need to upload the team schedule, and then I need to upload, I told you all, so team schedule, and then I am supposed to give you all some additional AI models that I made. And yeah, I'm getting real tired, y'all, because I'm over here being goofy. All right, so here, some AI that I promised y'all. Let's see. Opening a new tab. Okay, so I made all of these kid models for y'all. They're probably not going to show high resolution because of the preview rate right now, because I haven't opened these in a while, and everything for me is in the cloud until I use it. So it basically previews, it gives me a cloud preview until it knows that I'm actually using this stuff. But these are all upscaled images from Midjourney that I used to, this is what I do to create my own mock-ups, okay? And then I also have the PNG versions of them. So they're already cut out. I use my remove BG credits to cut out the backgrounds for y'all. And I also have one for, I call them my Nike style models. So basically I have these as well. You'll notice that 4 of these are ones that I've already cut out the backgrounds and turned into mock-ups, but you all will have fun doing that as well. Okay. I'll record a different video showing y'all how to make your own mock-ups. Maybe we'll do a boot camp on that. If y'all are interested in learning how to take the Midjourney images and map out the part of the apparel that's going to be customized, all of that, maybe that'll be a whole nother boot camp. All right, so let's go ahead and get y'all that stuff. So team schedule, and then I owe y'all the models. Am I missing anything else? Oh, how to change the puff look. Okay, Von Tricia, you're right, because I didn't show you how to do that. How about this? Let me show you. Let me show y'all. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take one of these models. And this is just my test one. I'll show you if you had your mock-up here. You can change the apparel to whatever color. Okay, let's say I'm going to do a dark green. All right, and this mock-up here, I think it's been cleaned up on this one. Yeah, it's been cleaned up. So this was my rough mock-up. All right, so what I could do if I want to place that puff mock-up on there, I'm going to go to my screen print design. It's right here. You can literally drag and drop it right onto the scene so that y'all know how to produce a higher quality. So this will be more of a product mock-up. This one is a banner. That's a banner. Okay, it's going to be very low resolution. They're barely going to be able to see the details. This is a product mock-up. And I guess I clicked off of it before I locked in my transformation. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so in order for that to look like it's about 12 inches, I also feel like it should be changed a little bit there. All right. So that's giving more of that puff look rather than a flat white. And then I can show you the difference here. I'm going to go right click, duplicate, or new smart object via copy. What that does is it steals a smart object, but it makes it its own version. So I'm going to take off the puff print and make it a flat screen print, and you can do either one. Okay. Flat screen print, puff. Okay. And then you can change the color of it by basically adding a color overlay and changing how that color overlay works. So solid color. If I wanted it to be orange, I'm going to create a clipping mask. Right now it's flat orange, but I want it to look like it has a texture. So I'm going to tell it to do multiply. And there's my texture. I can even add a levels in here and play with the texture if I wanted it to look like it had more texture, more shadows, or less. Okay. So many things you can learn to do with Photoshop. Okay. All of them, I think I taught you probably 99% of them today. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, all right, so this is how the image comes. When I do my Midjourney images, I usually tell them that I want them to be in white so that I can change it to whatever color I want. Okay, just so you know. All right, so yep, this will be you taking your time to learn how to make mock-ups. Not doing that this time around though. Okay, not this time. All right, so I'm going to close out of this. I'm not going to save those changes, but I am going to save these changes for y'all. So you all will have this set ready to go. So color number 1 is represented. Color number 2 is represented. You have pants represented. You have screen print represented. You have DTF represented. Sublimation, full, like full bleed sublimation, cut and sew sublimation, and then also sublimation that you can do at home, like the lunch bags you can do at home, the tumbler you can do at home, the socks you can do at home, the 13 by 19 you can do at home, the all over t-shirts you can do at home. If you have the buddy system and the split template, even though you may not have a large format printer or press, trust and believe, we got you. I don't know nobody else that got you like we got you. So just know that for any problem that you have, we're listening, and we are always innovating and always creating solutions because we love you, tribe. All right. So I think I talked about everything I needed to before I take this break. Oh, here's the thing. Yes, this is a friendly reminder that there's 20% off of the offer that we did inside the Shopify challenge. Please, 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 if you're going to take advantage of it, do it by tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 20% goes away and you'll still be able to purchase it. But by Monday, the cart closes and we're taking this deal off the table. So for those of you who may be watching right now and interested, let me show you a little bit of what we are talking about. Some of y'all have been talking about that you're interested in the app. So I only have my app available to my accelerator before, but you all said that you wanted the app. Like, Shanon, when's the app coming out? When's the app coming out for us? I want to get to the accelerator. I need the app to get to the accelerator. So because I know that could actually be somewhat true, because the app does cover a lot of what you all would be paying for add-on apps to your Shopify store. I want to offer it to everyone. It is a bundle deal right now, or you can purchase the app by itself for $197 a month. I'll get to that in a second, but I want to tell y'all about these boot camps. Y'all. Okay, so right now the boot camps are classes, actionable classes that we're going to do live to make sure that you get hands-on help and you just get it done. Okay, these are going to be sessions that we host in the next 8 weeks. This isn't like a year out. These are in the next 8 weeks. We're hitting the ground running, live classes, hands-on classes, real people that make real money doing this stuff for real. Okay, y'all ready? Cool. So we're doing an AI in action Barbie World course. Lord, maybe I should have just said class. Barbie World class. That would have been a little easier. And it's actually, I think it's going to be August 6th instead of August 5th. All these will be up on the Academy. They will be $197 each, okay, for each of these classes, because we have a coach coming in, taking their time, taking somewhere between, some will be 2 to 4 hour classes to make sure that you all get it in and get real live help, okay? City's going to be coming in, teaching us email marketing strategy. She gave us so many gems during the challenge. It was ridiculous how much information she gave us. But now she's going to show us how to implement that information in a strategy that's direct to what we're doing right now. Okay, so we're doing back to school strategy. We're going to have another strategy coming up. She's going to tell you what that's going to be, because she's going to get you right for that upcoming strategy. Let me be clear. City helps 7-figure brands earn thousands of dollars, millions of dollars even, because it depends on how much volume they're doing from emails and text messages alone. That's not Facebook advertising. That's not Google advertising. That's literally utilizing email marketing. So she's coming in to tell us how she helps her clients get add to their millions with emails. Okay. All right. You all want to know, we did some Shopify, and we did a little bit of Arts Ad. Some of you want to know, like, hands-on how to integrate Arts Ad into your Shopify website. We're going to take a whole session and show you how to take the Arts Ad products, not just upload them onto your Shopify store like we're doing right now, but actually create the things in Arts Ad and integrate them as a hard integration into the back end of your Shopify store. So when somebody orders on your Shopify store, it will automatically notify Arts Ad to create the product. Once it's paid for from your client, then you have to pay Arts Ad, and then they will start the production process. So this can be very seamless. It could be hands off if you wanted to, as long as you keep your account paid up with Arts Ad. All right. We are going to do a segment of event design and party design. We're going to be using the Barbie theme to create the backdrop, the entrance, a tablescape, balloon arch, and some frames and other elements that you would need to do a full out, not just not just a couple of elements, but a full out party and event design. And then what Coach Kim specializes in is teaching people how to be six-figure planners. That means no more are you doing all of this stuff for $250 and hope that they send you a picture of what their event looks like. This is literally setting you up. She does not do events that are less than $20,000. She does not put her hands on events that are less than $20,000. So her goal is to teach us how to scale that type of energy and design work, and not necessarily be the one that is doing everything, but the one who is controlling the money in the systems. Okay. So although we're in a pretty business, it can get prettier if we're not working so hard. Okay. You all want to know how to do screen printing, the puff print. You want to know how to do the designs. So I gave you a design this time. We did a little bit of understanding the screen printing, but y'all, screen printing is a whole nother ball game. This is plastisol prints, so that you do not have to have physical screen printing equipment. Trust me, I had a 6-head, 6-station press, and I moved that thing 3 times. The third time was somebody else came and picked it up, because it was so much hassle for me personally to find people who were skilled enough to continue running it and just keep that going as a business. So what helped me was to be able to have plastisol transfers. I even made my own plastisol transfers back then. So have plastisol transfers and just make things on demand as you need them. And not only am I going to teach you that as a strategy, I'm also going to show you how to optimize your design. So something you design for screen print is not the same as what you design for sublimation or even DTF. Okay. So I'm going to help you out with that. Coach Ant is going to create. Have y'all seen my banner for the Brand on Demand website? Let me go ahead and show y'all that real quick. So you all are going to create your own banner, your own video banner. He's going to show you how to do it with your phone, y'all. So you're going to create your own video banner that's going to add some visual interest to your website. And from here, you're also going to take that same video and you're going to make an advertisement for what? Facebook ads. Y'all don't mind my hair there. Look a little scary, but we had to do what we had to do. I had to show y'all that content got to get made, whether you feel like you made up or not. Okay. So with that, the next thing we're going to do with the content that we make with Coach Ant is we're going to turn that into a real Facebook ad. So you're going to take that video and you're going to learn how to use AI in order to develop the text and the script that's necessary to turn that into an advertisement. And what we're going to do is set up our pixels live. All of these classes are live. If you don't make the live class, you can buy the replay. The replays will be no cheaper. It's going to be the same cost, but it's just going to be, if you come live, you're going to get the live help. So you're going to set up your pixel. You're going to set up your ad account on Facebook and Instagram, because it's the same thing. It's on your Facebook Meta Business. And then you're going to run your very first Facebook ad. How many of you all have run an ad? When I tell you, I had not, until I met Steven and Stevie, ever run an ad or knew what I was doing. I might have pressed boost on something. I didn't know that wasn't really running no ads. So y'all don't be boosting stuff don't boost stuff but do not boost your posts. Apparently that is a no-go in the ad world. Okay. So this will also go to Instagram, and these are strategies that you can use too to learn how to also advertise for TikTok, because it's a very similar type of experience. Okay. So Facebook ads. All over sublimation. Some of y'all saying, you know what, I still don't know how to use the split template. I don't know how to make all overs with my small printer, my small press, and I'm scared. Well, Coach Des said no fear, because Coach Des is here. She's going to help you all uncover how to do all over sublimation. We already have tools like inventions. We have the buddy, and then we have the split template that makes it super easy, but she's going to even make it easier by taking that anxiety down and just showing you how to put the stuff together and get it done in a live session, y'all. Okay. Shopify basics, Coach Naja said, look, y'all asking her all these extra questions about shipping policies and how to set up your different shipping boxes and fees and how to do your business settings, how to create layered menus, etc. So she's going to host a course that is going to take you further than the Shopify challenge. It'll still give you some of those basics, but it's going to add on to that by showing you some of the things that you are going to need to be in place in order to press forward with your Shopify stores. And it was popular demand that Coach Chrissy bring us a school contract and marketing course. So what she's doing is we touched on it just a little bit in the Shopify challenge, but she's going to take you through the skill and strategy that helped her turn a $30 order into, it says a $3,000 order. Okay, that's what it says. But Coach Chrissy has been able to turn that into $12,000 orders and more for each entity that she's working with. And she's going to break down the strategy of how she did that, what paperwork you need to be in order, what type of credentials you need to have in place before you go approaching people, and also what type of contracts that you need to have, what type of things you need to have on your Shopify store or your website to make this happen. Okay. Then Coach Nancy is coming with a remix class. So she's going to tell you how to pull elements from two totally different templates to pull them together and make your own remix and unique design, as well as showing you some advanced ways of making the 13 by 19, making the all overs, all of that from these individual files. Okay. All right. Cricut and Silhouette. Listen, I don't know much about Cricut and Silhouette, but I do know that Coach Des is crazy about it. She can make anything her heart desires. And what she wants to do is create a custom explosion box. And then that way, you know how to make some personalized and custom things with your Cricut or your Silhouette that allows you to add value to your current product offering. So this is something that'll be great for graduation, for gifts. And then also if you have very special customers and you want to offer them something that basically it has dynamic movement, it's beautiful, and it just makes them think that you put something extra and extra thought into your presentation, that's going to be something that Coach Des is going to be happy to bring to you all. I'm almost run out of breath, y'all. We have an Etsy boot camp that Coach Chrissy, another popular demand course where Coach Chrissy will show you exactly how she was able to, number one, make at least $20,000 on Etsy, at least $20,000 on Etsy. But what she did with that was she took that, and that's how she was able to command that traffic to her Shopify store. Once she commanded that traffic to her Shopify store, now that 20,000 became six figures in that year, only because she was very, very strategic with how she operated her Shopify store, and then also how she operated her Etsy store. And on top of that, of course, the business and school contracts all flowing together to create this system. Okay. So this right here, and she's getting even better with marketing and SEO and all of that good stuff on Etsy. So this is going to be one you don't want to miss because you use Etsy as a lead magnet. Who else is going to come to your Shopify store? You got to get people to the Shopify store. Okay. So this is a very important strategy. And finally, you all asked me about doing an on-demand pop-up shop demonstration. What do I need? How many shirts do I need to bring? What sizes? How many computers do I need to bring? How many printers do I need to bring? Am I making things on the spot, designing things on the spot? Or are you just pressing things that you already have made up? Or are you pressing anything at all and you're just showing up with a whole bunch of product already made up, hoping to sell those items? Okay. I'm going to get real specific on that. I've done a lot of on-demand pop-up shops, and I have a lot to share with you all on that. Okay. That's where Brand on Demand even really started from. All right. So with all of that, we didn't even talk about the app yet, but I'm just letting you know all those boot camps are lined up. We wanted to come heavy with this offer. So we came heavy with this offer. So there are 14 classes here at $197 a piece. Even if it was just 12, that would be about $2,400 in just boot camps. So what we also have is the Craft to Quit program, which is $197 a month. That's another $2,400 for the year, right? We're adding that to all of the boot camps. So you get the year of Craft to Quit. You get all of these boot camps, okay? All of these boot camps, plus you're going to get as a bonus the Automizer. If you don't already have the Automizer, that's what I demonstrated today. You mock up one thing, it mocks up all the other products that you need to possibly upsell your clients. You design one product, mocks up everything, makes upsells a breeze, and it makes being profitable possible, okay? Let me tell you, it makes being profitable possible. I just made that up. I think that's a bar. I think that's a bar right there. All right, so with all of that, I want to show you all what we are combining all of this to include, okay? So you asked for the app. We have the app. The app by itself is $197 a month. If you're interested in that, we could talk about that, but I wanted to show you this bundle. This is the bundle. This is the offer you can't refuse, okay? So we have inside the app, we have email automations, which is the same thing that Klaviyo does. That can run you $99 a month because all of our stuff is unlimited. So we have the email automations. You have the SMS automations. So that's Postscript, SMS Bump, those type of apps that you have to add to Shopify. Klaviyo, you have to add to Shopify. So with Shopify, you're having to add these plugins in order to do certain things. The Innate Lab CRM app, and CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, okay? Customer Relationship Management. So it's going to do the email automations in one system. It's going to do the text message automations in one system. It's going to do your customer service like Zendesk does in one system. It's going to be one back end where you see all of this stuff happening, okay? It has a social planner that can plan out the entire year if you wanted to of content, and it would automatically post it depending on the time and day that you say you wanted to post. It'll automatically post it to your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your TikTok, etc. Okay, so it has a social planner. Usually you're using a whole nother software called Hootsuite or Later. That's a whole nother website. So imagine having to log into all these different websites, all these different times, okay? So this is all one place. This also has your CRM and pipeline management, meaning that you can create customer flows, you can create these campaigns, you can say, hey, once a person comes in here and finishes this step, now I want them to progress to this area and we're gonna target them this way with these products. That's what a pipeline is. It allows you to do that on the back end as well. Yeah, I'm out of breath. Whew, this is a lot. So the Craft to Quit program is also included in this bundle. The Craft to Quit program is $197 a month. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to have constant contact and connection with coaches who are literally every single week coming to the scene to help you all understand what you can and should be doing in business to move the needle. Not just little cutesy, hey, y'all, we gonna make this today. Isn't this cute? Like, no, how are you gonna sell it? Who are you gonna sell it to? Do you already have your client and your avatar set up and ready for this? And how are you gonna scale this as a business and not just something that you love to do? You can love to do it, but we like to teach you the scalability of what you love to do as well, okay? Then on top of that, you get it says 12 virtual boot camps, but I think we added 2 more. So I think it's a total of 14 boot camps now that you're getting with this pack. It's valued at $8,304. $8,304. Okay, and then we've added some bonuses. So the bonus with that is you get the $900 Automizer, you get $200 worth of split templates if you need the split templates, and you get all of your Innate Academy courses unlocked now, okay? That means that from 101 all the way to 231, which is what the one we just did today, are unlocked. You don't have to wait every 7 days for one to drip and open. You're going to unlock them all right now for this price. The price is $2,997. That is way more than $8,000 worth of stuff. I need y'all to hear me now, because this is going to make money over and over and over again for you. It's going to put you in position to be able to ask questions to coaches who actually know what they're doing and can help guide you through the next step and the next phase that you know that you can accomplish, okay? And in addition to that, I did offer the accelerator. Accelerator is our $12,000 program. That's where we set up the custom products on your Shopify store. And I can demonstrate that on the Brand on Demand. And then we have live business coaching sessions every single week. It's a mentorship program. It's not just, hey, here's your website, have fun, hope you make it. This is a live strategy session we do every single week to make sure that you are moving the needle with your app, with your Shopify product customizer, and you are making the big moves, okay? So I'm saying that to say that I really want you all to take advantage of right now. There's a 20% off of that $29.97. It's also 20% off of the accelerator program, which we don't really do that. But if you want the opportunity to take off with your Shopify store, that's AI generated too, y'all. Y'all see my little image there? I generated that on AI. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyhow, you're able to come here and purchase. If you put it into your cart, it will take off the 20% in your cart. Do y'all hear me? It was supposed to be done by Friday, but y'all, I taught so long yesterday. We only had 20 minutes left in Friday before it was midnight. So what I decided to do was extend that to today. So after 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this deal will be gone. Okay, it will it just is what it is. The 20% off will be gone. And then after Monday, we're closing the cart on the one-time offer. After Monday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there will be no more option to get this bundle. This bundle that's worth $8,000, you can get for $3,000. Today, you can get it for $2,400, for less than $2,400. Just letting y'all know. This is for the whole year, and then you lock in your rate for the whole year to keep the app, to keep the Craft to Quit program, to keep the Photoshop files coming and flowing to you. And also the people in these programs have more pool of what it is that they want to see on the templates and what type of projects y'all want to see, what kind of boot camps you want to see, etc. Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, I was going to show y'all some of the customizable products before I leave. This is what the accelerator gets. We have these products that are editable. We also have it to where we can set up the print, the design and print services. I'll show you that real quick. If somebody wants to be able to order DTF prints, sublimation prints from you, you can offer this service with this designer, because all your customer has to do is just upload their image. And let's see if I have something here. There we go. Something we just made, okay? They can upload their image, tell you the size that they want. Maybe they want that 9 inches, okay? And maybe they want to create another smaller version of it. They can duplicate that and maybe make it smaller and create their game sheets right here on your page, okay? Then they can add that to the cart. You can tell them whether you want to do the 1 business day, 3 to 5 business days, and the quantity breaks here. So if I get 26 of them, it includes a price break for them, okay? So that one's for sublimation, but we have it set up for DTF sublimation, and then also doing your actual customizable products. So you can come here, and let's say that you want to offer the sublimation pins or maybe the jewelry. So this pendant, I can go in here, design it. My customer can do this. I do not have to do this. My customer can do this, especially for simple things like this. So they can add their image, right? And scale it. If it gets cut off, it's their fault, right? They stay inside of those lines. It's going to print. They can even change the color of the background if they want to. So they can edit that color and maybe choose whatever they want. Okay. All right. So they can go ahead and add that to the cart. And from there, they can place their orders. Okay. And here also we have a disclaimer on our sites and on our Shopify Accelerator sites that you have to make sure that you understand colors may vary, spelling accuracy is on the customer, graphic quality It tells you if you submit anything that's less than 300 DPI, it tells you it's a risk that is bad quality. It tells them that automatically, so they can't be mad at you for pixelated images. And then also it tells them about the sublimation imperfections that may occur. And those occur and quite naturally and are considered acceptable. Okay. Also has a note here for rush production in case anybody needs rush production. Okay. So, I think I gave you all a lot of what you can do here. I think that also this is going to be a powerful tool for you to offer your customers to stop talking to the customers just to make a sale. They should be able to go on your website and talk themselves into purchasing. Your banner should be speaking to them. The way that you can order a product should be speaking to them. Not you speaking to them all day to possibly sell one shirt. Okay. So I want to show you how easy this can be. I'm a customer. I have this design, and if I don't have a design, you have a listing that tells me I can pay for a design. Okay. No free designs over here. I want this shirt. I just designed it. I'm going to add it to the cart, and I'm going to tell you that I want 10 of these and 5 larges and 2 extra larges. So no more them handing you a list of Uncle so-and-so needing a 2X. Oh, no, scratch that. He needed 3X. But what about little Tyrone? He needed a youth extra large. I don't know, because last time I bought him that youth large and it was hanging off his shoulders. Look, we don't have to hear those conversations because your customers will come here, put in their own data and hit add to cart. Now, can they haggle with this price right here? No, they cannot. Okay, this is going to be one of the first steps in you running your business like a business, especially a creative business, y'all. As a creative business, if we don't run our stuff like a business, we will get burned TF out. Do y'all hear me? Okay. So this is the reason why we have a website. This is the reason why we have the app. This is the app right here. Part of it. It's going to communicate with the customer. Okay. It's going to ask that customer, hey, do you need some help? Text me if you have a question. That customer can text me right here, and I see it on my phone. And then I see it on the app on the back end of the app here, create the automations, all that stuff. So y'all seen the app at work. You've seen the app at work. I know that y'all been asking me about it. This is the first time I've ever made the app available as an opportunity outside of the accelerator program. So if you've been looking for that opportunity, it's bundled in here for pretty much, I don't want to say for free, but something's got to be for free. If everything is basically less than half of what I'm selling it for, this is definitely the come up that you've been looking for. If you've been looking for a business in a box, not just a starter package, but a literal blow up package. If you're ready to blow up, then come on over here to the Innate Academy and grab this deal today. All right. So I'm tired of my little infomercial. I am tired, literally. I'm finally going to get something to eat. I'm finally going to rest my eyes. And I know that you all have plenty of work to do because I want to see these stores y'all made. Now that I gave y'all all these resources this weekend, I want to see banners. I want to see products. I think I might even do a competition. I'll send an email. I'm going to do a competition for those in the Shopify challenge. I want to do a competition, and I want to do, what can I do? What can I do? I'll do either half off. I'm trying to think of something because I already gave away one. I already gave away one of our packages. I'm going to do half off the package, or you can pick one thing. You can pick the Craft to Quit program for a year, the app for the year, or the bundle of 12, because each of those are worth $2,400, right? Yep. So the 12 boot camps is worth $2,400. The Craft to Quit for the year is worth $2,400, and the app, the Innate Lab app, is $197, so that's worth $2,400. So you could pick one of those things, and then you would win. So I'm gonna write a cute little email about it, get y'all excited about it, and then I will pick the winner by next Friday. That'll give y'all some time to get your websites together, use what you learned during the Shopify challenge. And I want to see some work. I don't want to just see the websites together. I want to know that you all did. I gave y'all so many actionable things to go do, so many people to go talk to, so many things to set up on your website, so many ways to make money in this next 6 days. Okay. All right, my loves. I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. And until next time, bye. Y'all take it easy. All right. Zoom room. I'm letting y'all go too. I love y'all, but I am tired. I will catch y'all soon. You have the YouTube video to go ahead and catch up on anything that you may have missed or fell behind on. And I love y'all so much. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Oh, Shanon just got her bundle. Let's go. Gracie, you just got your look. I didn't even pay attention to y'all in the chat. I'm just over here talking. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. For real, y'all. I really do love y'all. Not just y'all bought something. I love y'all for real. I loved y'all for free even before I knew y'all bought something. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy. Get your work done, but get your rest too. Okay, loves? And I will check in with y'all soon. Bye.